If you think that getting an eSIM is just a scam and that getting a physical local SIM card after you arrive at your destination is the better and cheaper option, then keep watching, because I used to think the same until I actually bought my first eSIM, and now I don't want to live without it anymore. Hi, I'm Alina and I am a passionate traveler since more than 10 years now. And for 9 years of my travel career, I never bothered about eSIMs. But nowadays I actually got smarter. My go-to solution now is Holafly, and in this video I am going to tell you 10 reasons why I believe that you should also consider to get an Holafly eSIM for your next trip. Reason number 1 are the actual benefits that an eSIM has over a physical SIM card. First of all, what is an eSIM? It is a digital SIM that you can install in your phone, and it will be embedded in your phone, not like a physical SIM card that you actually need to insert. I'm sure we've all had this struggle before. We arrived at a new destination, we bought a new physical local SIM card, and we actually had to swap our SIM cards. And that means that we needed to find some kind of pin or a needle to open up the little pocket in our phone to insert the new one, get out our SIM card. And let's be honest, this can be just frustrating and time-consuming, especially in destinations where English is not widely spoken and you do not speak the local language. An eSIM solves that problem, as you do not have to swap anything. You just install it and the Holafly eSIM arrives within seconds after purchasing it, and you can install and activate it instantly. Another advantage for the eSIMs is that, well, you cannot have two physical SIM cards, right? But the eSIM actually solves that problem. If you still have a personal physical SIM card, you can keep using that one for phone calls or for receiving text messages, which is super important if you need to do the two-factor authentication, for example. But you can deactivate the roaming on your physical SIM card and use the mobile data of the Holafly eSIM, which will probably be way cheaper than roaming. But please make sure that your phone is actually compatible with the Holafly eSIMs. Holafly has a whole list of phones that are compatible, so make sure to check their guide for compatibility that I will link in the description below, because I really don't want you to buy something that later on you may not be able to use. Reason number 2 is the super easy and fast setup of the eSIM. You can purchase your Holafly eSIM on their website, and there you just need to search for your destination, then put in the amount of days you want to travel there, purchase your eSIM, and within a few seconds you will receive a QR code via email and WhatsApp that you can scan to install your eSIM. You can also do a manual installation or a one-button install for iOS 17.4 or above, if that is what you prefer. But in any case, the whole process takes less than 5 minutes. While it is recommended to install the eSIM before you arrive at the destination, do not activate it. And if you need more information on how to install the eSIM, make sure to comment install in the comment section below, and I will send you a full installation guide. Reason number 3 is you will be connected right once you arrive at your destination. Ever reached a place and then try to figure out public transportation, or you had to translate something, or you wanted to find out the local Uber prices and you couldn't do so because you were already outside of the airport and the Wi-Fi out there doesn't work anymore? Well, of course you could go back inside the airport and make use of the airport Wi-Fi again, but it would be so much less frustrating, less stressful, and so much smoother to just be connected, navigate yourself with Google Maps immediately, and ask for an Uber in the application to not be scammed at the airport, right? So purchasing an eSIM will make your trip less stressful and smoother right at the time of your arrival. Reason number 4 is the price is more than fair. You might be thinking now, well, I'll just get a SIM card right at the airport. But don't forget that it's definitely not a good idea to buy anything at a place where simple water already costs you more than 10 euros. The Holafly eSIM starts at less than 6 euros per day. For unlimited data, I believe this is a super fair price. Plus, with my code AVENTURALINA, you can even save an extra 5% on your purchase with Holafly. And of course, there might be some destinations out there where getting a local SIM card will be cheaper if you get it outside of the airport. But don't forget that your time and your peace of mind also have a value. Reason number 5 is that Holafly gives you unlimited data. There are no hidden costs, no capping of data, no need to top up your SIM card again. You will always have internet during your trip. I've been to Southeast Asia a couple of times, And honestly, those days where I needed to top up my SIM cards were always frustrating and quite stressful. There were communication problems. I needed time to actually find a store where I could top up my SIM card. And then later on I topped it up, but somehow my data still didn't work. With Holafly, you also do not need to guess how much data more or less you will need for the trip. You will never need to top up your SIM card unless, of course, you spontaneously decide to stay longer in the destination than originally planned. Reason number 6 is especially important for China travelers. I've been to China at the beginning of the year, and honestly, I appreciated the extra mile Holafly goes to give their customers the highest satisfaction possible a lot, because their eSIM for China has a VPN included. As you might know, China is blocking applications such as Instagram or WhatsApp. And if you really want to stay connected through your usual apps, you would need a VPN. However, I traveled with my boyfriend, and while I used the Holafly eSIM, he used a VPN that was unfortunately also blocked. Holafly really was a lifesaver for us, and in my opinion, it's an absolute no-brainer for anybody who is planning to travel to China, because you will also save the cost of a VPN, and you can be sure that the Holafly eSIM does not fail you. Reason number 7 is the amazing internet connection. Holafly partners with the best internet providers, which means that you will always have the best internet connection possible. I used the Holafly eSIM during my trip to China as well as in Russia. And to be honest, I was super impressed by how fast and well my internet worked, no matter where I was. Even in the most remote areas, I was having perfect connection, especially in countries where everything works digitally and you will depend on your phone and internet. It is absolutely essential to have a great internet connection no matter where you are. Reason number 8 are the Holafly regional plans. Holafly offers in total 11 regional plans, and this is perfect if you are traveling, for example, to Europe, where most people explore several countries during the same trip. I used the regional plan during a trip in Asia, and I was absolutely impressed when I crossed the border from China to Hong Kong and I still had a reliable internet connection. It just made me feel so much better to always be able to use Google Translate if I really needed it. Reason number 9 would be the Holafly application. The Holafly app gives you a great overview of all your eSIMs that you have ever purchased. Here you can also easily top up your eSIMs if you need to. And of course, you can also do all of this on the Holafly webpage. Just choose the option that is more suitable for you. And now we come to my last reason, number 10, and that is Holafly gives you peace of mind. All of these benefits that I have mentioned just add up to one point, and that is a less stressful and more enjoyable trip. So Holafly really gives you peace of mind. Reliable internet helps you to navigate instantly with Google Maps. You can easily find your hotel, restaurant. You can easily translate menus of restaurants. Stay connected with your family, and if you need to do so, you can also do a WhatsApp phone call. It just makes me feel safer in general. And for even more peace of mind, Holafly also gives you the option of a refund for up to 6 months in case you need to change your travel plans. Are you still not sure if you should get your eSIM? Well, there are millions of travelers around the globe that have trusted Holafly already. In fact, there are 10 million travelers that were super happy with their decision. So trust them or the opinion of my subscribers and followers who have followed my advice and got their Holafly eSIM and were extremely happy with their decision. The Holafly eSIM is made for travelers that want to travel with ease and peace of mind. I first used it in China and then again in Russia, and now I will never travel without my Holafly eSIM again. If you have any questions left, feel free to drop them in the comment section below, and don't forget to comment install if you need the full installation guide. Now it's time to grab your eSIM by clicking the link in the description below or using my code AVENTURALINA, and enjoy your next adventure. Thank you so much for watching and happy travels!